Okay guys, so this is going to be writing ionic and covalent structures, practice number 2. This is some extra practice for you in case you're struggling with this. Okay, so we need our ion chart and our periodic table, just like before. Magnesium, symbol for magnesium is Mg. It has a +2 charge. Nitride is nitrogen with a -3 charge. They're not equal and opposite, so we have to crisscross. We bring the 2 over here and the 3 over here. So this is Mg3N2. Okay, iron 3 oxide. Symbol for iron is Fe. It has a +3 charge. Oxide is O with a -2 charge. They're not equal and opposite, so we have to crisscross. Okay, so we get Fe2O3. Symbol for sodium is Na with a +1 charge. Sulfate is SO4 with a -2 charge. They're not equal and opposite, so we have to crisscross. So we're going to bring the 1 over here and the 2 over here. So this is Na2SO4. Now we don't need parentheses around this because we're crisscrossing a 1 to a polyatomic ion. Okay. Next one. Copper 2 chloride. Symbol for copper is Cu with a +2 charge because of the Roman numeral. Chloride is Cl with a -1 charge. Now we're going to crisscross. And we get CuCl2. We don't write the 1. Symbol for barium is Ba. Has a +2 charge. Nitrate is NO3 with a -1 charge. We crisscross, we bring the 2 over here and the 1 down here. This is Ba parentheses NO3 close parentheses 2. When we crisscross a number 2, a polyatomic ion, we have to use parentheses. Symbol for aluminum is Al with a +3 charge. Hydroxide is OH with a -1 charge. So we're going to crisscross. We're going to bring the 3 over here and the 1 over here. So this becomes Al parentheses OH parentheses 3. Okay, when we crisscross to a polyatomic ion, we have to use parentheses. Mercury 2 phosphate. Symbol for mercury is Hg. It has a +2 charge because of the Roman numeral. Phosphate is PO4 with a -3 charge. We're going to crisscross. So we get Hg3 parentheses PO4 2, like that. Okay, when we crisscross to a polyatomic ion, we have to use parentheses. Symbol for copper is Cu with a +2 charge because of Roman numeral. Bromide is Br with a -1 charge. When we go to crisscross, this is Cu Br2. Okay, we brought the 2 down here and the 1 down here. Symbol for lead is Pb. Has a +2 charge. Chlorite is ClO2 with a -1 charge. Okay, so we're going to crisscross. Take the 2 and crisscross it here, the 1 over here. So this is Pb parentheses ClO2 close parentheses 2. Next one. Silver cyanide. Symbol for silver is Ag. The +1 charge. Cyanide is Cn with a -1 charge. Okay, they're equal and opposite charges, so we don't need to do any sort of crisscrossing. Okay, so this is just AgCN. Okay, ammonium oxide. Symbol for ammonium is NH4 with a +1 charge. Oxide is O with a -2 charge. We're going to have to crisscross. Okay, now we're crisscrossing a 2 to a polyatomic ion, so we have to use parentheses. I don't know if we've done one like that, but it works the same way. Okay, so we're bringing a 1 over here. Aluminum perchlorate. Symbol for aluminum is Al with a +3 charge. Perchlorate is ClO4 with a -1 charge. We crisscross. We bring the 3 over here and the 1 down there. So we get Al, ClO4, close parentheses, 3. We're crisscrossing a number to a polyatomic ion, so we have to use parentheses. Tin 2. So the symbol for tin is Sn. Okay, +2. Chloride is Cl with the -1 charge. They're not equal and opposite, so we have to crisscross. Okay, nickel 3 acetate. Okay, so nickel, symbol for nickel is Ni with a +3 charge. Acetate is C2H3O2 with a -1 charge. We're going to crisscross. We're going to bring the 3 over here and the 1 over here. So this becomes Ni parentheses C2H3O2 close parentheses 3. I'm crisscrossing a 3 to a polyatomic ion, so I have to use parentheses. Symbol for potassium is K with a +1 charge. Sulfide is S with a -2 charge. We crisscross. We're going to bring the 1 over here, the 2 over here. So this is K2S. Okay, onto the back. Symbol for magnesium is Mg with a +2 charge. Bisulfate is HSO4 with a -1 charge. So they're not equal and opposite, so we're going to have to crisscross. Okay, when we crisscross a 1, we don't write the 1. Okay, so remember, you can also name this bisulfate or hydrogen sulfate if you're looking at your ion chart. Iron 2 phosphate. Okay, symbol for iron is Fe with a +2 charge. Phosphate is PO4 with a -3 charge. We go to crisscross. 2, and the 3 goes down there. So this is Fe3, PO4, parentheses 2. Cobalt 2 hydrogen sulfate. Symbol for cobalt is CO with a +2 charge. Hydrogen sulfate is HSO4 with a -1 charge. We're going to crisscross. Bring the 2 over here and the 1 over here. So we get CO parentheses HSO4 close parentheses 2. Okay, 19, Cobalt 2 Sulfite. Okay, so cobalt is CO, it has a +2 charge. Sulfite is SO3, okay, and it also has a -2 charge. So they're equal and opposites, so we don't have to crisscross. So it's COSO3. Make sure you're paying attention in your endings. I know they get a little bit tricky. Sulfide is just S with a -2 charge. Sulfate is SO4 with a -2 charge. Sulfite, ITE, is SO3 with a -2 charge. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to those endings. Sodium hypochlorite. Symbol for sodium is Na with a +1 charge. Hypochlorite is ClO with a -1 charge. They're equal and opposite, so we don't have to crisscross. Okay, now the last few problems are going to be our non-metals, okay, our covalent compounds. It just happened that way on this worksheet. I didn't mix them up. So remember, when your first element, so if we drop the prefix, our first element's nitrogen, anytime they're to the right of the zigzag line, you have to use prefixes, okay? And we don't crisscross, we just write it, okay? So this is going to be trinitrogen is N3, hexafluoride is F6. 22, dichlorine pentoxide. So chlorine, we have 2 of those, and we have 5 oxygens because pent means 5. Carbon monoxide, symbol for carbon is C, we just have 1 of those, and mono is 1 oxygen. So we don't say monocarbon, monoxide, okay? We just say carbon monoxide if there's one in the first element, okay? Heptanitrogen, so hepta means 7, so N7. Octasulfide is going to be S8. And then our last one, nitrogen trioxide. So nitrogen is N, and we have 3 oxygens. So this is going to be our last video over writing ionic and covalent structures. So in the next lesson, we'll learn how to name stuff. So we'll be going the other way. We'll be given the structure, and we have to give the name. And then we'll go through naming acids, and then we'll put it all together. Okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, and have a good one.